Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Today I'll be carrying out a visual inspection on a property that the landlord wants to take place. And bit by bit, I'll show you what I look for when I'm doing visual inspections. I'll be looking at socket outlets, switches, lights, consumer unit, and see what type of condition they are in, and then make my assessment on that. So stay tuned as I go through this property. There's nobody in the property at this moment. As you can see, it is being worked on by workmen, bit by bit. This is just one room area that I'm in. Yes, I'll be looking at like the switches, sockets, checking the sockets, make sure they're, the switches are fine. It's switching on and off, and it's not broken or anything like that. And to see basically how it's being used. Sometimes you can see cracks and things like that, and these things will give you a code put to them. So as I walk around looking for other sockets, here's the next socket outlet. Here's the next socket outlet. I basically check to see if they're turning on and off, and also a visual check also of the pins and all of that stuff. And looking at lights, as you can see, it's been painted. As you can see, the painters are doing their job, and I'll be looking at various aspects of it. What am I really looking for? As you can see, this one is taken down by the painters. I'll be looking for the deterioration, and if there's any wire showing from these pendants here and there. And the switches, I also flip the switches to see what's happening, give it a bit of feel and joy, because sometimes what happens is these switches, these tunnels fall out, and that makes it dangerous and giving exposed conductive parts. Yeah, as I was saying, as you look at the switch, you can see there's a crack in the switch. I'll be checking the switch out, really, but still give it a bit of toggle and push to make sure it is still firm and safe. My fingers cannot go to the crack, really, so it's fine in a sense, but should take that out because crack can open sooner or later. As I go into the next room, it's the same thing. Just checking the firmness of the toggle of the switch. Yeah, and it is firm, it's not falling out at no time at all. And the lighting, as I say, the guys are doing some painting, all of that stuff. They're taking down, the light bit and doing their painting job. I'll be looking at this shortly, just the same. And then again, go around checking the switches. What are we looking for in the switches? As I said before, is just like the light, or the switches firmly in place. I also check to see if the pins are up, because we don't want anybody to push anything in there and then automatically being shocked or get electrocuted, really. Firmly in place. So these are the stuff that we look for when we're doing visual inspection. The safety of the accessories, and the sturdyability of it also, deterioration and all of that stuff. Yes, I'm in the consumer unit area, and the first thing that I'll be looking for is, again, safety. Is it safe for me to work in this area? Is it accessible? The spacing and all of that is very important. And as you can see, this is a plastic consumer unit or a distribution unit. A lot of us will probably rip this out of people's property because it doesn't fit with the new regulation. But there's no reason to take out a consumer unit if it shows that it is still has its IP ratings and nothing is broken or damaged or anything like that. Now, as I can look at this consumer unit, I can see for myself. I'll shake it a bit, checking for the sturdiness of it. Yeah, is there any space for access to electrical parts? Which I can see there's no access to electrical parts. And for me, it's It's firmly stuck to the wall. So I know it's secure and safe. And it's behind a cupboard, which also makes it safe. So it is, for me, I deem this as a safe consumer unit, not because it's plastic. I can't see where any form of deterioration or anything broken or damaged that will cause access to live wires. I'm looking at the RCD, and I guess it's a type A RCD. So type AC RCD. Sorry, type AC RCD. Now we're changing these RCD out and putting type A RCD, and that will bring this board back up to date. The reason for changing the AC RCD to a type A is the type of appliances that we're using today. And the AC will not recognize things like where your lighting, your LED lighting and things like that has filtered current that goes back that needs to be monitored, and the AC type will not recognize such a fault. And then we have your media rooms where we work on your laptops and so forth. These also have components that the A type RCD will recognize if there's a fault, and then trips within the required time. I just give this a quick push to see if it is switching on and off. It is switching on and off by the mechanism. That's supposed to be checked every 6 months, really. So therefore, all I can see here is that, yeah, I would upgrade this to a A-type RCD, and this board is then good to go again. It's unreasonable when electricians, to me, come into people's property, give them an excuse to report a good board that is still workable just because of financial gains. Times are hard, and we just need to just have a good plain level feel of what we're doing, and do our work to the best of our ability. Now, as you can see, as I said, this is a consumer unit error. To me, nothing is wrong with it. If you think there's something wrong and it should be changed, send me a link and reasons for that to be done. And we're very happy to look into it also, and even grow and learn and understand the reason why. I'll be looking at continuity testing through the whole entire property, and how I do it to have a understanding of what is happening, because our earthing is very important. I'll be doing the R2 Wonder Lead checks to see what's happening within the building and its earthing.